Olá, tudo bem com vocês? Espero que vocês estejam bem. Eu quero agradecer mais uma vez a todos os inscritos do canal. Vocês são parceiros desse canal. Que Deus abençoe a vida de vocês e que sejam cada vez mais edificados e enriquecidos através dos vídeos desse canal. Hoje nós vamos estar falando um pouco sobre o que Daniel, no capítulo 12, versículo 4, nos ensina. Ele diz que nos últimos dias muitas pessoas correriam de um lado para o outro e a ciência ia se multiplicar. Vem comigo, vem com Cristo. Bem, Daniel situou esse aumento, essa multiplicação da ciência em uma visão que Deus deu para ele. Ele ia escrever sobre essa visão quando Deus disse para ele: sele as palavras dessa profecia, porque muita coisa vai acontecer, mas essa profecia vai se cumprir no tempo do fim. Creio que nós estamos vivendo o tempo do fim. Você também acredita nisso? As profecias estão se cumprindo. Conflito entre as nações, rumores de guerra, nações antigas como o Império Persa, que dominou o mundo antes de Cristo e que hoje está se levantando, como o Irã, porque o Irã é a antiga Pérsia, Israel sofrendo ataque de todos os lados das nações árabes, também da Pérsia, que é o Irã. Ou seja, estamos vivendo nos tempos do fim. Esse vídeo vai estar mostrando para você como que essa ciência tem se multiplicado e como as pessoas não têm observado de que o sistema hoje que está sendo preparado ou que já está pronto e que já é testado em vários lugares e já é prática também em vários lugares, é um sistema da nova ordem mundial, é um sistema que dará poder ao anticristo para controlar a população da Terra no período em que ele governar aqui nesse lugar. Preste bem atenção nesse vídeo.
Especialistas dizem que o grafeno tem potencial para movimentar 4 trilhões de reais nos próximos 10 anos.
Um material que é 300 vezes mais resistente que o aço, extremamente fino, pode provocar e deve provocar uma nova revolução tecnológica.
Um condutor de eletricidade mais eficiente do que o cobre, além de ser um material melhor para a fabricação de produtos eletrônicos.
Eletrodomésticos que tomam iniciativas sozinhos para ajudar na administração de uma casa. Uma internet superveloz que permite cirurgias à distância. E até carros voadores que prometem revolucionar o trânsito nas cidades.
A inteligência artificial é encarada como uma grande oportunidade por uns e como uma ameaça por outros. A computação cognitiva pode auxiliar com a automação de inúmeras tarefas que incomodam o ser humano. E, ao mesmo tempo, muitas profissões podem desaparecer, gerando desemprego.
Como adaptar o mercado de trabalho a essa quarta revolução industrial? Milhões de empregos podem ser ameaçados pelos robôs. Na medicina, máquinas já conseguem diagnosticar doenças, incluindo tipos de câncer, tão bem quanto um médico humano.
It could be terrible, and it could be great. It's not clear.
Right.
But one thing is for sure, we will not control it.
a nossa capinha.
A capinha aqui. Coisa à toa, né? Isso aqui protege contra a poluição eletromagnética. Isso aqui é um micro-ondas. Você fica com o micro-ondas meia hora, começa a esquentar a orelha, não começa? Está cozinhando neurônio, está estragando neurônio. Então hoje existe a proteção. Isso aqui é um problema seríssimo. As crianças na Califórnia, nos últimos 10 anos, dobraram a incidência de tumor de cérebro, porque o pai dá para a criança de 7 anos de idade um celular. E o crânio, a calota craniana da criança tem a metade da espessura de um adulto. Essa onda entra e prejudica, começa a dar tumor.
A major U.S. government study on rats finds a link between cell phones and cancer, an explosive development in the long-running debate over the health effects of mobile phones.
Last night we talked about how the 5th generation of wireless technology, or 5G as it's being rolled out worldwide without safety testing. Let me say that again, without safety testing, and how we've got scientists and doctors and environmental organizers saying, stop this. Because in terms of the effects of wireless radiation, the science is in. Wireless radiation can lead to cancerous heart tumors, brain tumors, DNA damage. Wireless radiation is linked to infertility, to autism, Alzheimer's, and more. And guess what? All the effects that I just listed, those are some of the effects that are known according to the technology that's being seen today. So, what happens when we roll out the next technology, 5G? How much more powerful is 5G? How much more troublesome might it be?
The race to 5G is moving forward at full speed, but not without some international controversy. President Trump tweeted today that he, quote, wants to see 5G and even 6G technology in the United States as soon as possible. He also wrote, American companies must step up their efforts or get left behind.
The Internet of Things. So this is not just mobile devices, but it's everything around us. So think about your connected car, connected traffic lights, exercise equipment. Everything around us will be digitized and connected to networks.
Thing. A lot of people don't realize what they're involved in. Just the simple fact of using credit cards, using smartphones, and all of this automated system is the problem. People don't realize what it is. This system we're being led into is the New World Order in itself. The 5G smart grid is the New World Order, the Internet of Things. It's the New World Order. So the 5G grid not only will track everything you do, it can be used as a weapon. It can be used as a microwave cannon. It can be used to disable people, to track people. It can see through walls. It can see what you're carrying, whether you're carrying money, whether you're carrying a weapon, all of this sort of stuff. So it's very, very evasive. Plus it does all sorts of damage to us biologically. You know, it damages our cell structure, damages the cell structure of all food, changes the cell structure of everything that it comes into contact with. And the 5G system will be a blanket system, blanket wave of communication. We've got so many people distracted on so many issues trying to address the government corruption and all of this stuff. They're not realizing that this is all rolling out, and in another 3 or 4 to 5 years, they're just going to wake up and go, what happened? How did I suddenly find myself in this digital prison? Because that's what it is. That's virtually what it is. It's a digital prison, a digital control grid. And if you want to participate in this society, you're going to have to participate in the smart grid.
We have stories about artificial human beings being created with superpowers.
Yeah.
And souls being transmuted into other bodies. And you name it, it's been in sci-fi.
Yeah.
And we now have a generation that's been absolutely spoon-fed all of this.
Yeah.
So they're ready.
Oh, yeah.
And you go into this at great length.
Yeah, in fact, we have a whole section there. How are they programming people to accept this, Terminator reality, really?
Right.
With you got drones flying everywhere and, and all being controlled, unmanned, all automated and controlled by AI. And we dealt with the movies. I really think that movies are not just entertainment. That's what we've been conditioned to think.
Right.
Movies are a propaganda tool. And movies are utilized today, I believe, to prepare us for the future that is being built for us, whether we like it or not. Mm-hmm. And so, back to the Terminator thing. If anything, they did a fantastic job of predicting and showing us what's coming. And you're right. You look at every basic superhero movie scenario that's going on right now, whether it be Marvel, whether it be DC Comics and all that stuff, that's the biggest craze. What are these people? It's all about this super technology, this Skynet scenario. You could tap into this global system. You got artificial intelligence and creating the super intelligence that either becomes a threat or then some would say, no, it's going to benefit.
And when we get to that point, then we've got the entire human experience being controlled by a machine, which will dictate everything according to an economic value and dictate everybody's value according to their economic worth. So this is a very, very bad situation for mankind to be led into under the guise of convenience and making our lives easier. It's really not going to do that at all. It's going to be used to lock down the world because underneath it is the surveillance system that is the smart grid, and underneath that is the weapons system that it can be turned into if you don't comply with the smart grid. And it gets to the point where if you do decide not to comply, you become a dissident, they can simply switch you off, switch your chip off. And once it's all digital and you need that chip to get into your car, to get into your house, to access your bank account, to buy things, it's all automatic, suddenly you're locked out of the system. So there's no hope of dissent. There's no hope of free thought. There's no hope of questioning any of this. You just have to simply go with the flow.
But did you know that Google back in the day, they admitted the reason why they came out wasn't about another search engine. Their desire was to build artificial intelligence. Watch this little nugget.
I did talk to Larry Page when Google first started because I was really perplexed about why would anybody make a new search engine when we had Alta Vista, which was the current search engine. It seemed good enough. And he said, oh, it's not to make a search engine, it's to make an AI.
AI? Larry Page, Sergey Brin, the two co-founders of Google, I thought it was just all about just a search engine. So what did this guy spill the beans on? They admitted at the very beginning, no. We're here to create AI. And you go, well, how are they going to do that? Well, the search engine is just one thing. Because you know what you get from a search engine? Information. You get patterns of behavior, you get databases, you get all kinds of information. What do you got to do in order to actually create a true artificial brain? Well, there's a problem that they've run into, and it's called the common sense knowledge problem. Okay? And that's basically the fancy word of saying there's no shortcuts to creating a true artificial intelligence. Right? You have to manually hand feed it every single day information, just like we receive information. Right? How do we develop intelligence? The human brain. Every day that we've been alive, we receive information through the eyes and the ears and the five senses, right? Well, that's what they ran into. You can't do a shortcut. In order to truly mimic the human brain, artificial intelligence, you have to hand feed this AI system every day as much information as you can. That we want to create AI. Because listen to all the things, the information that Google is now getting off of us. It started with the search engine, okay, but what do they got now? They got search engines, they got emails, they got databases, they got photos, they got satellites, you name it. By the way, did you know, and this is still in print, you could check this out, did you know that Google admitted, the founders, Sergey Brin and they admitted, and Larry Page, that they also not only want to create AI, that's why they're here, quote, this is a direct quote, we want to be like the mind of God.
So when you've got a system that is putting an economic value on every human life and every human action, this is a psychopathic system that will discard people if they cannot pay for every action they perform. So that's a dangerous thing to have. Basically, you're putting this system in place which can be used as a weapon system, and you're giving control of it to the system itself. So this is a dangerous thing. This is kind of like the internet building its own immune system, if you can think of it that way. You know, automatic defense against hackers, automatic defense against viruses, automatic defense against all of this sort of stuff. So you get to the point where the internet becomes fully autonomic in every action that you do. When you go and you pay for your train, you go and pay for your coffee, you pay for everything. It's just all automatic. No one has to think about it. No algorithms have to be run. Nothing has to be done. It's all fully functional, fully automatic. But once you get to that point where it's fully autonomic and the system controls everything and is controlling the flow of everything, then basically we lose control of the internet at that point. So the system itself has lethal autonomy. So anybody starts a problem, system just takes them out. But at that point, we've lost control of the internet. And then we're in the point where if the internet does something, or that the AI does something, dictates some action that the company doesn't want, or people don't want, and they want to change it, well, the machine won't let them change it. And then they realize they've lost control of the internet, so they decide they need to get into the internet to regain control of it. What happens then if the internet views them as the threat to the system? And then it decides that it doesn't differentiate between humans. All humans are the same. Humans are now the threat to the system, and it controls the 5G grid, so it can just simply eliminate the threat. So that's the way we could go. That's the possibility of what evil AI could do. And whether that's evil or whether it's bad or whether it's malicious, well, no, it's not. It's simply it defending itself, because we're creating a system and giving it cyber lethal autonomy for world security, and it believes the system needs to function as it is for world security. If we become a threat to that system, suddenly we are the threat to world security, and the system takes us out, because that's what we programmed it to do.
Bem, gente, prestaram atenção então? Bem, o que eu falo para vocês? Entrega o coração para Jesus Cristo, creia que estamos no final. Não existe um livro mais importante na Terra do que a Bíblia. Todas as suas profecias se cumpriram, faltando algumas agora para o final. Entrega seu coração para Jesus Cristo e acredite nele. Se você gostou desse vídeo, compartilhe com outras pessoas. Se inscreva no canal se você não é inscrito. Dá o like, né? Volte lá, dá o like. Você pode escrever uma mensagem também aí abaixo. Deus abençoe. Desde aqui de Tatuí, da cidade de Tatuí, em São Paulo, eu estou aqui ministrando, né? Na igreja do pastor Altair, na igreja Batista Filadélfia. E desde aqui desse lugar, dessa cidade acolhedora, eu estou mandando um abraço para todos vocês. Deus abençoe. Até o próximo vídeo, em nome do Senhor Jesus Cristo.